Okay, Sweden. I'm living in the Netherlands. Okay, I'm German. Okay, so where in the Netherlands are you living? No, I haven't. Is that where you're so are you is it near okay. So are you studying so you're a student? Urtech. Okay. I've heard the name Urtech, yeah. Part-time miscellaneous student? What's the MSc stands for? Masters of Music? Part-time music student? Master of Science in Plant Sciences. Wow. That's interesting. So so where did you get your bachelor's at then? Agricultural stuff. Is that a technical name stuff? In Germany, okay. Where in Germany are you from? Darmstadt. Okay. Let's see. Okay. I know what you're talking about now. I've been to Germany, but it's been like 30 years ago. uh, you said a friend who lived in Germany. Uh, is a science city. Huh. Interesting. So, so what field do you actually? What do you actually want to do with your master's degree? Are you gonna go for a doctorate, or are you gonna stop at master? So anyway, okay. And what field do you actually want to work in with your degree? Okay. So what you can see here is Sweden shows an increase in COVID-19 cases over 2020. But here's the good news for Sweden. Sweden certainly going COVID-19 deaths are going to finish well below 2020 deaths. Now, I'll just mention this as a side note. It's not really that. It's not really that. Yeah, lots of agriculture. Of course, Holland's famous for their tulips, right? Nice. So are you actually working in the field, I mean, for a living right now? Okay, so you can see, what are these spikes? Okay, tree nursery, very good. How long have you been working there? Wow, so how long altogether then? 7 years in total. That that's almost a career. 7 years. Wow. Oh, good job. Yeah. So does that mean you got your bachelor's like 10 years ago? Okay, very good. Okay, good. Yeah, yeah. To me, Dutch sounds like German, except you can't understand what they're saying. Dutch sounds like bad German to me. Technically, it's probably the same roots. It's like you're listening to us. Like, it's like, is that German? You know. You know, I remember when I was in the Netherlands visiting a friend many years ago. I was walking along the canals and the parks. I look over this one park right in the city, and there's this lady sunbathing topless. I was like, what? Yeah. So anyway, so these are the Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday numbers, which means you don't really know what the actual daily numbers are for cases or deaths. Of course, Dutch has also got those double vowels, AA or OO. So what you can see the trend is our friend as always. And unfortunately, the trend doesn't look like it's a friend for Sweden right now because he had this nice declining pattern. Then the July spike. Now he's seeing a real pattern of the deaths beginning, or the cases beginning to climb back up now. And they're very close to catching this point over here. And here's the daily cases, or here's the 14-day average for cases. You can see for the 14-day period ending December the 14th, you were averaging 2,648 cases per day. So are you learning R programming as part of your master's degree program? Okay, good. Do you have any programming besides that? Have you ever worked with like Python or Java or anything like that? So we can see that we had this nice roller coaster ride of cases of deaths in Sweden. So despite the fact that you're only reporting COVID-19 data 4 days a week, the trend is still our friend, and the trend for deaths is continuing to be downward. So let's take a look here at, if you need any help with our program, be sure to reach out to me, okay? As a matter of fact, let me give you my Facebook. I can type David J. Okay, so that's my Facebook handle. So if you need help with art at some point, by all means, just send me a text via Facebook, okay? Hmm. Okay. uh, okay. Well, I mean, how else can you can get in touch with me here, obviously, if I'm online, okay? Because there's always other things we could do. We could also do a Skype meeting or something, a Skype meeting or something like that if you need help with your R. Uh, I'm sure we can figure out something. Let's see something here. So did you had so you learned Python, SQL, and now you're learning R programming. I'm actually working on my SQL skills right now. Uh, they'll be streamed a little later on. Uh, Python. Did you work with packages like pandas or matplotlib mat or NumPy as part of your Python training? Just the basics. Okay. Well, so 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 you're required to use R. uh, so you're required to use R as part of one of your current courses, right? Uh, a large data set. Oh, how large is it? So here's my email address also. Okay. So how many rows and how many columns are there in your data set? Anyway, we can see here that Sweden is averaging 3.9 for the 14-day period ending uh, December 14th. Sweden is averaging 3.9 deaths per day. Okay. Let's take a look at the monthly numbers now. Look at this. You can see here Sweden's cases are under 50,000. Okay. So these are not bad numbers for countryside Sweden, but the good numbers are this over here. Look how crazy low. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 month in a row decline, followed by a 1, 2, 3 month row decline to finish up the year. Okay. So that concludes the report for Sweden for today. I also have a lot of art tutorials on my YouTube channel. So that concludes the report for Sweden. We now have one. We now have one. 50 columns is a lot of columns. How many rows? 86,000 rows per day. Per day? Holy crap! Now, is this from work or is this or just entries from your class itself? Good grief! Oh man! Say, would you email me a couple of those data sets so I can look at them? Okay, okay, no problem. Oh, that'd be fine. Yeah, a sample would be fantastic. And how many days data are you currently working with? 7 days. So it's seven times 86,000. Oh, 6,200 rows. I think what it is. Yeah, 602,000 rows a day. That's a pretty good sized data set. 600,000 rows by 20 by 50 columns. That's a that's quite a bit of data to work with. Are you using your personal computer or one at the school? See what Yuka's doing over here. Personal. So how much memory or RAM do you have on your computer? Oh, 32. That's a good number. Yeah, mine has 16. Yeah, you should be fine with 32. I was going to say that R does everything in memory, so it loads the code and the data into memory. For 32 gigabytes of data, I presume you mean 32 gigabytes, right? The memory. Still struggling? Huh. What about your processor? How good a processor do you have? Hmm. An i7. Well, good grief, you should be fine. Huh. Yeah, if you go to my YouTube channel, you're going to see some, and you look at the playlist, you're going to see a couple playlists with tutorials. Yeah, I'm using a HP. I think it's an i5 processor, 16 gigabytes of RAM, Windows 10, and now the largest data set I used, one was something like 2.4 million rows, but it only had maybe 10 or 15 columns uh, without any problems. Huh.